Let's go now. 70 ending. Ready, go. Got it.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he's got his tight end. That's Dre.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Now Lawrence.
This is caught by Antonio Brown.
7 yards, the pickup there. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ed Oliver, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way. Forward, a pickup of about 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give to Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Fields.
They shakes him, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Dwayne Smoot in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distance.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a handoff to Henry. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Titans have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And some room to roam now. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Taken at about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Derrick Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Henry. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On second down, it's Henry, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Quick slant to Brown. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Lawrence on first down. Sharp's got it left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, it's Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. They find some open field here. And he's
he's going to get this inside the 30.
140 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Now it's Henry. Pushes him over. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Hines. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nyheim Hines. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Great change up there on the route. It got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now it's Hines. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Henry. Runs over it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year.
And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And to throw again is Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Pushes past him. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 202 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And there's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Tennessee, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire